Good morning. Let me see what I had this on. All right, good morning. Everything's good. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is the Friday before all for our fall break, so our kids are super excited to have 12 days off from school. Yay. Welcome in. Hope your sales have been doing well. Let me know if you have any questions. As you know, if you watched any of my stuff lately, I got a new Ground Advantage shipping supply in. It's these large poly mailers, and I'll talk about that probably again later. But for those who are rewatching, I'm pretty sure they're the exact same size as my eBay ones, which they are. Look at that. Pretty much the same size. That's great because you know I love these eBay ones. And so these are going to be awesome, especially with sweaters and sweatshirts this fall. And jeans. Welcome in. Good morning. And let's ship some items. Okay, so I do have some items. I'm waiting to hear back from a buyer from a Polo Ralph Lauren buyer. He bought four shirts for $180. He also bought two more, which we'll just go ahead and ship Poshmark right now since we have the goods. Yeah. Angry, what's up, Angry? How you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Hope you're having a great day so far. We got to stay positive. Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a really cool shirt. I like the color and the patterns of it. Really perfect for fall, too. I mean, it's good for any time of year, but orange obviously is fall color. But I have that one, and then I also have this double RL flannel. If this was my size, I would have kept it. I love double RL flannels. They are so. I do not. I know now why people buy them because they are so well made, so good quality. Double RL flannel size medium. Both of these sold for $172 for the combo. How many did I order? Oh my gosh. I've been trying not to be like crazy with my orders. But we'll go ahead and put it in one of these. So here's the bag that we're just talking about. We'll go ahead and put it in one of these and see how it feels. It feels pretty good. It's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick one. It is pretty thick. And let's see how the self-adhesives get. This is a nice bag. I give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for this bag. Ground Advantage. Get these, whatever they're called. Whatever those are called, the poly mailers or whatever they're called. I don't even remember. From the USPS. And I also got a text message this morning that I have more stuff coming delivered today. So I've been going on a shopping spree. USPS shopping spree. How many did I get in the order? This many. This many. So probably like 100-ish. Probably like 100-ish. Something like that. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Fines. Leave for England in 2 days. So doing great. Oh my gosh. I am jealous. I'm envious. Where are you going in England? Out of curiosity, where are you going? I love history. I could go to Europe and do Europe all day long with the historical pieces. Actually, I was talking to my dad yesterday. I had to take him to a doctor's appointment. He's just into World War II and Titanic. And so we had some good conversations about that stuff. Good morning, Richie Rich. What's up, Richie Rich? Good morning, Kevin. Thanks for coming in. What's up, Grammy? Thanks for popping in. Okay, so that was the one Poshmark order, 172 for the two. I haven't had many combined orders, and I had two yesterday, so that's good. And then an Untuck It. I'm indifferent about Untuck It sweaters. I would just say they have to be in good condition, like not super washed, especially if they're 100% cotton. This is just a maroon quarter zip Untuck It sweater. Again, cotton, paid $4.99 for it, and it sold for $17 on Poshmark. Fine with that. Ship that out in one of these padded flat rate. Let's go. Good morning. What are you doing, Trisha? What are you doing? Trisha, I need some torchies. I need some torchies this weekend. Tell you what, Torchy's, they have these little bites. I'm going to tell you guys, we're honest in here. Normally I go there, I eat a whole bunch of tacos, everything's good to go. We went during their happy hour, and I got these little, I don't drink, so I get the appetizers. They had these little bites. They're like chicken bites, really good, super spicy. Well, I can tell you that it did not settle well, or I guess come out well the next day or two. So not getting those again. Good coming in, bad going out. Ever since I started promoting my items on eBay, the sales have been even better. Neil, what's up? Good. I'm glad. You guys know I promote at 9%. I'm on here just telling you guys what I do, how I get more sales. I've been able to tell a big difference when I started promoting at 9%. Kind of have to pay to play on eBay for especially items that there's a lot of competition for. But glad to hear that's working for you. Again, you can promote it 2%. You can promote it whatever percent you guys want. Maria, good morning. Marie, good morning. I'm traveling back roads today to catch yard sales. Lucky ducky. Thought about this morning. I drove my kids to school, and then I drove like a little loop. I didn't see any garage sale signs. Telling you, where I live, we just don't have a ton of garage sales. Bedford and London. We'll do a side trip to Stonehenge, and Nottingham. Oh, there you go. Stonehenge is so crazy how they were able to make those formations. I went there when I was in 3rd grade. Stonehenge. Went to London when I was married, but yeah, I love London. London's bigger than the map makes it look. Like, you definitely have to take what you guys probably know. You have to take the underground and taxis places. Paris, you can pretty much walk everywhere. The map on Paris looks the same as London. You can walk everywhere in Paris. Yeah, love London. When we look, hi Trisha. They're saying hi Trisha. Good morning, Randy. There are Torchy's right outside of Disney. Is there a Torchy's right outside Disney? We're going to be going to Disney Springs probably to eat one day or so. Disney Springs is great because it's free to get in. We do a little shopping. My wife and sister like to go to the Christmas store and get ornaments. We do a little eating there. But yeah, we're going to Disney next week. But anyways, what's up from Nashville? What's up, Nashville? How about those Titans? How about those Titans down there in Nashville? Ha! 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 All right. Sold these for. I took a best offer. This guy, he went down to his last offer. I had him at $79.99. I'm like, you know what? Before I go on a vacation, I'll take it. This brand is called, I don't know. You can pronounce it yourself. Look at the screen. Come on over. Homecore, I guess. But I'm sure it's like home acor. Look at the writing. It's all foreign language. They're not selvage denim. They're not salvage, but they did sell for $60. They took a best offer of $60 on those. It's another pair of weird denim jeans. Pamela, good morning. Torchy's is really good, but the small Mexican restaurants around here are better for breakfast tacos. Ooh, I see now Torchy's has a really good breakfast taco, the Wrangler. In fact, that's Bearded's favorite. Okay, breakfast tacos at local Mexican restaurants. I haven't even thought about that. Hello and good morning. What's up, Dora? I've been listing the estate sale and shopping. You're always on the go, always moving. I don't know how many of you guys check my email, my eBay, but I've been listing. I have been listing. This is going out priority flat rate envelope. So good for it. Priority flat rate. Titans down. That's right, Trisha. The Jaguars are 3-1 and the Colts are 3-1. We have a little competition going on in our AFC South. Got to get back to packing order. See you later. See you, Trisha. Have a good day. Absolutely, totally agree. Got to pay to play with eBay. Yep, you do. Going to eBay Open, I figured that I had a lot of people come up to me after after both of the sessions that I did, asking me about promoting, asking me about cross-listing, asking me about all those sorts of things. And I literally just got my phone out and I'll show you exactly what I did with the people. And if you're out there, what's up? So I got my phone out. I said, all right, here are my last sales. Let's look at them. This first one, the pair of jeans, promoted. The second one, promoted. The third one, regular sale. Fourth, regular sale. Fifth one, Nifty, $29.70. The next one, Nifty, The next one, regular sale. The next one, promoted. The next one, promoted. The next one, promoted. The next one, regular. The next one, promoted. The next one, promoted. The next one, Nifty. The next one, promoted. The next one, regular. The next one, Nifty. So more than half of my sales are promoted or Nifty. That tells you anything. So when I showed people that at eBay Open, I mean, that's pretty eye-opening. If I wasn't doing promoting or Nifty, I'd be like, holy crap, I'd be doubling my sales. So yeah. There's a Disney thrift store in Orlando. I'm going to end the month. Okay, so yeah, there is a Disney thrift store? Really? That'd be cool. I was thinking of the Disney outlet at the Tanger outlets. That place, I saw a TikTok there, how every morning people like line up with their carts and they do whatnots out of there. And they sell stuff and put it in their cart right there in the store. It's crazy. What is selvage denim, Neil? I'll show you. How about that? I'll go over. I was doing some work this morning. eBay. We're gonna go to my sales, orders, shipped, orders, paid and shipped. Okay, we're going to do Lucky. I'm going to show you what selvage looks like, okay? Lucky. Here we go. See that right there at the bottom? That hem right there is stitched together. So that's selvaged denim. When you see that, usually there are red dotted lines like that are stitched together. Sometimes there are other colors, but that would let you know that they're selvage, which will bring more money. Selvage denim brings more money. So that's how you know what selvage looks like. I live in San Antonio. We invented the breakfast taco, no matter what Austin says. Hey, you San Antonio and Austin, you got beef, that's between you guys. I'll tell you what, I'll come out there and I'll decide who has the better breakfast taco. That's what I would do. Speaking of Nifty, is Facebook Marketplace coming? I have no idea. Facebook Marketplace, whatnot, I don't know. I hope whatnot comes soon. In fact, I'm only 14 items away to hitting 1,000 items on whatnot. So I think I'm going to have a whatnot show this weekend of just like maybe 25 items, good things, men's, whatever. Just to get rid of it. Or not to get rid of it, just to get 1,000 items before vacation. Speaking of vacation, good morning, Mom. This is my mother, Marilyn Leatherman, sitting in a hospital bed watching me. Crazy. And we're going to Disney. My mom is in a hospital bed watching. Good morning, Mom. Hope you're doing well. She is the most positive person you would ever see. She wasn't feeling good. She went to the hospital. Some iron was low and some other stuff, so they're taking care of her, making sure she's good to go. I think promoted is needed too because people attention span. They only scroll through the first few items. You want to be at the top. Agree. Audra, what's up, Audra? Good morning. Yeah. I mean, you guys know I have a scroll brain. My attention span is very short. So I agree. Yeah. I want my items at the very top of the page for sure. Yeah. A real thrift store. I need to figure. Mom, did you hear that? Marilyn, did you hear that? There's a real thrift store. Do not tell Dad. Do not tell Dad. You guys will be going to it. Real thrift store, Disney thrift store. Neil, what's up? What are you calling stitched together? I thought white edge was salvaged. No, so that picture I just showed you would be salvaged denim. You're going to look at the inside hem. It's hard for Nifty to add another platform because only eBay has APIs. Okay, so Angry knows a lot about what is it, AI software type stuff. I have no idea. So there you go. There you go. Angry's got it. Jenny, good morning. Welcome in. All right, let's do our next item. Buck Mason. I love this brand. This brand is really good. Like, I like it better than Taylor Stitch, or reminds me of Taylor Stitch. Buck Mason is the brand. This is a blazer, just a cotton. Is it 3-button even? Yeah, it's a 3-button cotton blazer. It sold, I took a best offer via promoted listing for $75. Buck Mason blazer, $75. So sales are coming in at a good price. Going to put this in an eBay large poly mailer. Now, could I put it in one of these? People are telling me you can. People are telling me as long as it's going out ground, you can put it in those. I don't know. I'm going to use them as a last case scenario. I mean, I did just get 200 of these eBay, well, they're on their way, eBay poly mailers with my coupon. So we'll see what happens. Oh, shoot. That's going in priority. Dang. Well, there goes that one. That's going in priority padded flat rate. So they're getting an extra eBay. Priority padded flat rate. I'll put stuff in. The reason I differentiate is because if it's like a nicer item, like that blazer's nicer, I'll put it in something a little bit padded, make it a little bit nicer. Ship that to Eugene. What's up, Eugene? All right. Boop. Good. Caught up. All right. Polo Ralph Lauren to a repeat buyer. Polo Ralph Lauren been selling a lot of these shirts lately. I'll just list them all day, every day if I could. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Now this one's a little bit different because it has a front pocket, right? So front pocket, a little bit different. Probably something you want to say in the listing. Yeah, I put front pocket, $19.99 to a repeat buyer. Super lightweight. Do about 8 ounces on these, and then I put in like 10 by 8 by 1 usually on my measurements. Just have them all about the same. But with Ralph Lauren shirts now, I basically just sell similar. Super easy. Also, if you guys didn't see, I posted a haul video on YouTube. So if you want to see everything I got the other day with Bearded, that video is on YouTube, a haul video. $5.50, Levi's $5.50, brand new with tags. These sold for $24.99, regular sale on eBay. Paid $7.99 for these. Speaking of Bearded, I bought these with Bearded a different time that he was down here. These are going out ground. So I will put these in a, do I have any more? Yes, I do. One of these. Did anyone else have a random uptake in Poshmark sales yesterday? I had 12 yesterday and 2 this morning. Nick, no one else did, just you, because you list so much and you just sell so much too. And we like you, but we're envious. I had an uptick in Poshmark bundles. I had 2 Poshmark bundles. One had 4 shirts, one had 2 shirts. So that was cool. Don't have those very often. I'll take those. Making sure that goes to Douglas. It's going to Douglas. Douglas out the door. Technically, you can use the Posh Advantage, Posh Ground Advantage, but Posh pays for them, unlike Priority, where USPS pays for the bags and boxes. Against Posh terms and conditions, USPS won't stop you, but Posh may. That makes sense. Wow, Angry, that makes a lot of sense. So Poshmark is paying for these, but you can use them on ground. My guess is at some point, everyone's going to be using these for ground advantage, and Posh is going to put some sort of something on it. We'll see. Do you need to mark those new tag Levi's? I get 20 to 25 views. I know. I don't know why those are at $24.99, and they've been sitting there a while. I think it's maybe because of the model. I don't know. I just listed some other, let's see. I just listed some other Levi's new with tags. Inventory, new. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I need to go get these shoes. Here's 35. Yeah. So here's 35, 35. Yeah, I priced them up. I don't know why those ones I priced down a little bit. What are these? American Eagle new tags? Yeah, I don't know why I priced those down. But I do need to go get these shoes. Pam. What's up, Pam? Pam. I get bundles with 1 item from buyers. How do you close a sale on these? I get bundles with 1 item from buyer. Bundles with 1 item. I'm not sure. bundles? Bundles mean more than one item with one item from buyer. I'm not sure. How do you close the deal? Send them an offer. That's just how you close a deal. I mean, with the bundles, I can tell you how to close the deal with my girl, even though I've been like with my wife for like 17 years, which is crazy. All right. These are Polo Ralph Lauren thicker corduroy pants, and these are more the vintage kind. The reason I mean they're thicker, when you find that little band right there, usually they're older and thicker, more like Y2K-ish. They have thinner corduroys. I'm sure you guys have felt them, but these seem to do better. These were a Nifty sale for $29.70. Again, new people coming in, especially with videos being out. Nifty's my cross lister, all that sort of stuff. It's the best one out there. They sent out an offer for 10% off, and someone took it for $29.70. Want to try it for free? Free trial? Go to surfsupfinds.com. I have a free trial there. And let me go grab those shoes real quick. Actually, I'll grab them when I need to. I'll grab them. I'll do them later. I'll do them later. Okay. Mercari dead on arrival, or is it just me? Mercari, look at this. Mercari is dead on arrival. I'm not going to not cross list over there because it's just a click of a button. But Mercari is so slow for me. Let's go over. Okay. Look at my Mercari. What, the past what? 4 weeks. My Mercari. Look at that. I mean, there's your Depop and Mercari. I mean, it's something. I guess in 4 weeks, at $200, I can't complain. But it is pretty much dead on arrival. But it's still, that's why I cannot not cross list. It's still $200 a month. That's good extra money for me. I just checking. I know. Mercari is a very niche marketplace. Like Plush does really well in it, but most hard goods and clothing does nothing. Okay, so I told Bearded, I said I need to get more into Plush. Watching Johnny Hustle and Bearded and these people. I mean, I know like Jellycats and stuff, but there are a lot of other ones like older Pokemon, and I don't know. I just got to educate myself better. Okay, these are some Incochino pants. Incochino. These sold for $22.50. So that's another auto or Nifty sale. $22.50 Nifty sale. Going to go out ground. I was looking at my number for September on Nifty. My eBay sales were almost 2,000 more than Poshmark, but my fees between the two platforms are only had a difference of 100. Shocking. Were you promoting, Michelle, on eBay? Because I promote at 9%, which is like when a promoted item sells, that's basically 22% eBay takes. So in Poshmark, as we know, takes 20%. So maybe that's why. That could be the reason. Sold these Rock Revival jeans. So I bought a couple pair of Rock Revival and a couple other things from a Whatnot show. Spent $22 on these Rock Revival jeans. It was a no-brainer. It wasn't even in a clothing show. So that's, I think, why I got them so cheap. It was like a storage clean-out show, and sold them for $69.99 within a week. These are going padded flat rate. Again, a little bit nicer jeans. I always usually put in a padded flat rate. Yep, at 9%. That's why. So your fees are basically the same as Poshmark. I use Mercari to clear out old items. You can promote on there, which means reduce the price so that I do that with old items. It's not the same as eBay promote. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried to promote it on Mercari, but there you go. Listen to Audra. That's an option to get more sales. Ruben. It's going to Ruben. Ruben. I love Rubens. Roan. Yesterday, true story. Mom, are you watching? Right before I picked up my dad for his doctor's appointment, I ran into Goodwill, and they had this pair of pants. Oh, gosh. The pair of pants is called Oliver Pants Passage. Let's look them up. Literally, I think I found between shorts and pants 20 pair. 20 pair of this pair of pants and shorts. Never heard of them. And also I found a ton of Roan. Oliver's Pants Passage. Oliver's Passage Pants. These are them. These are them. We'll look up. I think they're Passage Pants. I don't know. Sold. Okay, let's look up pre-owned. The comps are okay, I guess. They just had a ton of them. All right, these are what I saw when I looked up sold. 37, 32, 29, 29, 24. And they had a ton of them, so I'm just, it's like one of those things where I'll take photos and I'll be able to list them super quickly, $22.99 or something, but it's a new pair of pants. But going back to Roan, I sold a pair of Roan pants. There were also a ton of Roan shorts there, like a ton, and Viore. So I hit a pretty big jackpot yesterday. I do think Johnny and Bearded have done a great job of building an audience for plush, but people like to buy from someone like Bearded. They're only shopping with him versus item shopping. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, Nick. I need to learn more about plush items to resell online that like where they don't know who I am, right? So like a Mercari, but for sure. Oh, you think I don't give Bearded a hard time for selling the plush? When he buys them at the thrift store and sells them on his whatnot. These are Roan pants. These sold for, let's get back to my eBay. Sold for $27 via promoted listing. $27 for some Roan pants. Those jeans are hot. I know, let me tell you. Just popped in to say that after you talked about your vintage Notre Dame sweatshirt in your thrift haul, I found two yesterday. Unfortunately, my son claimed them. Really cool though. Oh, there you go. Yes, so that thrift haul I put out yesterday, there's a Notre Dame vintage sweatshirt. We put it out in the air. You found two of them yesterday, and your son claimed one. That's okay. Saved money's made money. Your son would have bought one off of eBay, and you'd have paid more. So saved money's made money. And it does feel good to be able to thrift stuff and let your loved ones have it. Except for my wife takes all my Viore, and that's pretty good money. So she needs to calm down with that. I have an eBay return, and by a reason, doesn't match description photos. Her comment was sizing wasn't online with other shoes she had from this brand. That's a fit issue. I'm on the hook for return shipping. Yeah, so I've had that too. I've had that before too. I actually had that recently on Poshmark, where someone said they don't fit like other shoes from this brand. And so I appealed the case on Poshmark and said, the pictures show the size. Everything is shown right there. Not my fault. Poshmark sided with me. eBay, you might just have to take the return. You might just have to take the return. If they don't like the size or whatever, it's just part of it. Sometimes we just have those things. It's better than a theft out of a brick and mortar, and you want to please the buyer. You don't want to get negative feedback, even though feedback doesn't matter. It's just one of those things some of us just don't like to have. So that does suck. It's just one of those things. You don't have them very often, few a year maybe. Another big benefit of cross-posting is that I think we overlook is people almost never return items on other platforms. Exactly. Mercari, Depop, and Poshmark, no returns. That was like one of the only returns I've ever tried to have, and they even sided with me, which was great. Another Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, gingham check. Talk about it all the time. Gingham check is my favorite type of Polo Ralph Lauren to sell. You guys see my fancy folding. Look at that. Oh, so fancy. So fancy. Forget the pants. How the heck do you find Chanel and Hermes ties at the thrift store? Listen, you got to go to the thrift stores where not many people go, and they get donations from other thrift stores. That's how you get them. Found two Hermes and two Chanel. Found two Chanel one day and a Hermes, and then I went back and there's another Hermes. I know. Pretty excited for $1.99 at that. My sales are currently, what's up, Brittany? Currently not doing well. I wonder if the AI tool from Nifty is to blame. That's the only thing I've changed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't use the AI tool, so I'm not sure. I know Kway uses it, and he has a decent amount of sales. So I really don't know. if that's the case, or it's just one of those ebbs and flows. Right now, it's just slow for right now, but maybe this weekend it'll pick up. Uh-oh. I found a Lego Holy Grail yesterday in the middle of Farm Country, Michigan. A vintage minifigure jumbo display piece. They knew what they had too. Well, they probably did if it's Lego, but good for you. Good for you. Yeah, Lego, gosh, the market for Lego has just always been so good. Good for you. Buying a little bit of everything. This sold via promoted listing. LL Bean, vintage LL Bean, made in the USA wool shirt. What's great about this wool shirt is it's like unworn condition, no moth holes, which is kind of rarer to find. This is going to go out. I'm going to put it in one of these. Call me a rebel. I'm going to put in one of these. A little this, a little that, right? A little this, a little that. I have Hermes ties 3 and can't find a way to place to authenticate it. Anyone know of our place? Bobby, to be honest, you should be able to tell just with the stitching. There are some ties out there that I found to be like Hermes or something like that, Ferragamo, and it says it's silk, but you can tell it's not silk. It's like polyester, and the stitching's not right and all that sort of thing. If the stitching looks right, also Google Lens it, see if you can find the exact same one. And if that's the case, then you're good. That's how you're going to authenticate it. There you go. Love the AI or love Nifty, but the AI tool skips a lot of item specifics and is really bad with specific product lines within brands. There you guys go. The journey is mine. On Nifty, I see that when it sends auto offer for potential buyers, they can't counter offer. Nope, they can't. My offer was 48 hours, and it feels like it's hurting my eBay sales since they can't counter. End up going elsewhere. That, could be the case, might not be the case. So no, with Nifty, they cannot counter offer on eBay. Poshmark, they can. eBay, they can't. But yeah, you can turn the offers off. So if you want to, you can turn the offers off. And I have a ton on eBay already. Turn the offers off, go to eBay, and send offers yourself. So, how do I send those offers? Boo, boo, boo. How do I send those offers? I don't even know what I go to on that. Send offers. Yeah, so you can go to eBay and then you can do, I don't like having percentage off. I do 10%. I don't like having offer sent back myself. So duration 7 days. I do not see how I do not allow counter offers. I do not allow counter offers on eBay anyways, because if I'm giving 10% off, that's the cheapest I'm giving. I'm not doing anything less. So I'll send those offers out on eBay for 7 days. And I don't like having counter offers because 10%. But if you want counter offers, you can turn the eBay one off on Nifty and just send out offers manually on eBay. eBay will side with you if you have the size and description. Okay, there you go. eBay will side with you if you have size and description on the shoes. Yep, there you go. So with those shoes that we were talking about, there you go. I found our Hermes and Saint Laurent ties at Goodwill. They just threw 2 in a giant cardboard boxes full of ties. Patients looking through them. There you go, Dora. We have a local thrift store, and they have a box of ties, too, that I looked through. I haven't found anything in there yet, but same thing. Yeah, it's great. Just look through them. Be patient. And you can look for, like, the patterns, too. A lot of times you can find in the patterns. I included a printout of my eBay description detailing measurements, fabric, and flaws to reduce returns from buyers who have not have read the entire description. There you go. That's one way to do it. Also, Hermes ties will never have a sheen to it. The lining color on the back of the tie will always match the color of the tie. There you guys go for trying to authenticate it. Okay, these are the shoes that I don't have with me. They're David Eden shoes, and I sold them for $40. Now, this was the person that kept going back and forth. Remember the last time we were live, kept going back and forth and all this stuff. I wasn't having it. They bought them. They're in the other room. I'll grab those after. $21.99 for a Brooks Brothers shirt. Brooks Brothers, really good color and pattern on here. I like this color and pattern, especially for like the winter time. This is a great color and pattern. Going to George. Counter offers are silly on eBay because eBay does not account for your minimum set. Buyers will just lowball back. Exactly. That's how I feel too. 10% the most I'm going to give off on most of my items, 10%. So it's okay. I don't mind them not being able to counter, but that's just me. I know. Don't feel attacked by me saying that. That's just me. If you like I said, if you like the counter offer, do what I just did. Go to eBay and send out offers and allow counter offers that way. And on Nifty, just go over to Nifty and turn it off. So you just come on over, go to your dashboard, and the offers on eBay, just turn these off. Whoops. Offers. Update settings. Yeah, just turn those off if you don't want the offers. But you can still have them on here. Look, not even an offer sent on Mercari today. Mercari is dead on arrival. It's just so turdy. Just nervous Nelly over here. Good morning, Brittany. Yeah, I get it. When sales are slow, I mean, it's like, come on, what am I doing wrong? What can I be doing better? You hear me talking about it. When my sales are really slow, I know what I know to be doing. I need to be listing more. Then I'll go back through my store, maybe run a sale, see what items I need to price down. I'll kind of like do a backlog, kind of look at what I need to be doing better. But I just try to list more. Here you go. Promoted listing item. $1.99 Harley Davidson shirt. I think I'm about out of these. I don't really buy them anymore, but I bought this one because it was like a 3XL. 3XL is why I bought it. Indianapolis motorcycle shirt. $13.99. $1.99 and $13.99. So I'm fine with that. My local thrift, there may be 8 aisle. What's up, Busy Bee Company? In my local thrift store, there are maybe 8 aisle ends full. Ties usually get vintage Polo, Hermes, Zegna, Canali. Yes, ties. Those are all good. And Vineyard Vines, I'd say, is a good one. Yeah, I like all those brands. The only other one I could think of is like Vineyard Vines. Vineyard Vines ties still sell. Next item is a Mezzin in Maine. This was a Nifty sale. Nifty sale on offer for 10%. This is a quarter zip. So not your normal Mezzin in Maine. Mezzin in Maine we find in button-up shirts or button-down shirts. Just a Mezzin in Maine quarter zip. There you go on the back. Purple. This thing sold super quickly. And it, like I said, sold for $19.80, which means I probably had it listed at $21.99. $21.99 going out ground. I have a really cool. I have some really good sales here, but a really cool one kind of. Yeah, I do my manual offers now. Offer minimum 20% off. However, I list all my items higher to account for that discount. There you go. Get that out of here. Maybe I should try lowering my price across the board and offer 10% off. Yeah, it's totally up to you. It's trial and error. So what you're saying is what you do, you're up your prices a little bit, but offer a deeper discount. That's one way to do it. Lots of businesses do that, right? Or lower your price and offer a smaller discount. Either way, the person's going to get the same price, but some people are just turned on to a bigger discount, 20% off, than others. Some people search for items that are $30 or less. Yours might be priced at $35. So just remember that part too. Yeah, 2020, 2021, anything Harley. And even before that, everything Harley was flying. T-shirts and everything. I don't even pick up Harley shirts anymore unless they're $1.99 and they're really big or they're old and vintage. We need a cold front. I think it's stayed longer, warmer, so people don't have fall clothes as much yet. That's true. That could be part of the reason. You're right. I know it's warm here, so it's definitely warm down there in Louisiana where you are. Yeah, it's warm. And I looked at the outlook, and it's going to be pretty warm for like the next week. I don't see any like 60-degree high days, which is about October time here. And yeah, it's like 80. 85s are high. So I know it's down there. It's the same. In fact, I want it to be cold because I like to leave cold to go to warm. I'm going to Florida next week, so I'm really leaving warm to go to warm. It's not as fun doing that. I think some buyers are getting sticker shock from the shipping price increase. That could be the case. I think that is probably the case too. That's why I switched my shipping to flat rate. So I have flat rate shipping on all my items now for the most part. Like probably over 95% of my items have flat rate shipping. Here's a pair of double RL corduroy pants. Double RL corduroy pants. These sold for $135 via promoted listing. These are cool because they have the little suspender buttons on there too. So $135. And what I'm going to do with these, I'll put these in. They would be fine in this, in one of these bags. Depop is the worst platform to sell on. Buyers don't like to pay for items, and there are plenty. I know. I'm telling Depop just needs to change it. If a buyer submits an offer and you accept it, they have to pay for it. They need to do that. Wanting to switch to Nifty from Vindu. Is the switch over complicated? Is there a steep learning curve to use Nifty? No. Hook and hanger. Anyone else that uses Vindu that switched over from Vindu in the chat? Give us a shout. Let's talk about it. No. I'll speak to the learning curve for Nifty. So easy. So easy. I have a video on it. But I mean, here's your Nifty. You go to your dashboard, you set your shares, your automation at shares, you set your offers, how much you want percent offers, your recreates. You just set all that up. Done. Go to your inventory. You just click a button and cross-list it, and then it has the D-list. And your computer can be off and your phone can be off. I'm pretty sure Vindu, your phone has to be on. And then all your analytics, so like your spreadsheet and all that sort of stuff is on there, and insights. And then the AI, but I don't use the AI. So the bulk generate, I don't use that. You can insert all your pictures and it lists on all the platforms. A lot of people use it. A lot of companies are coming out with it. I mean, you know, I have so many messages all the time of people are like, do you want, I can build you an AI software just like what Nifty has and like what Tech has and all those. I'm not doing that. Good morning, Alicia. Seems like I have to buy it now. Seems like I have buy it now on eBay. It sends me a request to make an offer. Would I use the same system you just described to take care of that? Okay. Seems like I have buy it now on eBay, and it sends me a request to make an offer. So it sends you a request to send an offer to your buyer. Plus, I had my first rude buyer. Had an item listed. She wanted an offer. Sent 10% off. She said, message, scolded me because I didn't give it to her dirt cheap. What made it so easy to ignore her is knowing that all you great sellers have experienced people like her. So she got no response from me. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to have eBay wanting you to offer, wanting you to promote. Just do what you do. You see what I do. And then also, yeah, you're going to have rude people like that. If you can block them easily right there, block them. Block them. There's millions more people on eBay that would love to have that item. Yeah, we don't care about those trolls, especially talking to people who do social media stuff. You just have haters all the time and just ignore all of them. What's up, Jen? What's up, Ducky? Thanks for popping in. Sold a Dale of Norway, guys, Bolo, Dale of Norway sweaters yesterday for $80. Great brand to look for. Yes, Dale of Norway sweaters. Most of the time you find them in women's and they sell great. I've been going back and checking photos and titles lately on older listings to make some repairs. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just if you have time at night, if you're watching TV, you have your laptop like I do, all cross-list, like last night cross-listed. You can go into your eBay store, go into Nifty. I go into Nifty, and I'll just change my price. So I'll go into Nifty, and let's go to inventory. Let's just go to, what do I have that's, okay, here you go. So, like this shirt right here, this is way too overpriced. Look at the background, everything like that. So I need to come in here, and I need to update the price on all the platforms. So I'm going to update the price on this one to static price. Yeah, that's like a $17 shirt in my opinion. Static price 17. So yeah, I'll go in sometimes and just do this. Go in and change the price. So you can change the price on all the platforms on Nifty, if you guys didn't know that. So just change the price on all those. Boom. Submit. Yeah, that's an overpriced shirt. That Mountain Hardware, that shirt should not be $24. What is this? It's Mickey Mouse. Yeah, so this is what I'll do. I'll go through here. I've had this for forever. You can see I lowered it on eBay, but not the other platforms. Let's lower it real quick on the other platforms too. In fact, oops. I'm gonna lower this to like $9.99. I'm sure there's probably even a quicker way to change your price, but this is just how I do it. It's the only way I know how right now. Yeah, I've had this for a long time too. It's like a Mickey Mouse Sleepy, and it's winter time, so it should be a good one. All right, so yeah, that's another way. So you're looking to get more sales and do some editing and things like that. See how it changed the price on all those. Okay, done. Back over to you guys. It's going to be 86 today in Chicago. Wild. I know. Isn't it wild, Nick? We got to get outside, though, right? We got to get outside. This next item is, looks like it's going to end up, it's going to Washington, but it's going to Industrial Drive, and it's going to, I would say, a Japanese name. Maybe Korean. I think it's Japanese. So I think this will be going overseas. This is a vintage Patagonia. There's not even a Patagonia hit anywhere on it. No hit here, nothing here. Just a little bit of a Patagonia on the zipper. But this is a made in the USA Patagonia. Made in the USA Patagonia. It's not down. This boy sold for $125. Let's go. $125. We're still here, sitting mid-90s here, still summertime. I know. It's crazy. The weather's great, though. I shared discount in 2-pound jeans going to Tennessee was 10. 2-pound jeans. Yeah, you share your discount. I got you. I did share my discount, and then I just went to flat rate. I'm in Florida. Everywhere it's over 60. Southwest Florida, everywhere, everyone's over 60. Yeah. I looked at Florida weather for next week, and it's the normal 80s and a chance of thunderstorms every day. Thanks for your advice. Yeah, thanks everyone for your advice. How do you figure out how to charge flat rate shipping? So Pam, what you need to do is go to my YouTube channel. YouTube. You're gonna go to hit the gym. Stock market. That's not a Trump thing. That's a stock market thing. View my channel. Gonna go to lives, and you're gonna go down to this one right here. New shipping eBay policy. Go to my lives and go to this one. It says new eBay shipping policy. That is going to be the one you want to watch, and I show you how I changed my shipping policy. So easy. Okay, from Vendu to Nifty. Here you go. So easy. Nifty is a game changer. I'll never look back. There you go. Hook and hanger. Hook and hanger uses AI to group your items together. Okay, you guys are talking. I made the switch. It is very easy, but make sure to cancel your Vendu. There you go. There you go. All right, you guys are talking about other stuff. So, again, I'm going to promote it. You guys know what to do. I'll put a link. So if you're on Vendu and you want to make the change, which I think you should this weekend, do it. And then come back here and say, oh my gosh, you were right. It's so easy. I put a link in the description for a free trial and 50% off the first month. And I get a little kickback, so I appreciate that if you use it. If not, no biggie. Just make the switch. I just immediately block people who are rude. No time for them. Yeah, we don't got time for that. We ain't got no time for that. Catching a morning live. Appreciate you from Bozeman. Where is that? Good morning. I appreciate you for coming in and catching. It's a bit early, but glad I caught you live. Me too, Ducky. I know I'm usually on. I don't have. Here's my TikTok. Here's my TikTok. I know Wayne's starting to do TikTok again, lives. You can watch Wayne. I switched most of my shoes to flat rate shipping, like you said, and I think it has helped. Thank you. Good. Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you guys. If that's what's helping you make more sales, then that's great. What's up, Carolyn? Send you a message about whatnot. May be good. Now, fingers crossed. We'll see. All right, I'll check that out. Good morning, sirs. I got a question. Bring it. If I have a flat rate, if I have a flat rate shipping on 2 items, and someone bundles and buys both, how does this shipping work now? Does the eBay charge both shipping fees for or just one? So when you go to print your labels, you can combine the order, and it will combine the order, and it will charge them just usually that one, or unless they paid for both. If they paid for both, I let them pay for both, and I will ship them out. And if they ask for a refund in shipping, I'll do it. But if they don't ask, I don't do it. But since it's flat rate, yeah, you're going to have to change the dimensions of weight, because it's going to add. If one of the jeans was a pound and the other one was a pound, you add them together, it's going to go out flat rate. You want to make sure it says 2 pounds on there for the post office to know that. Good morning, 303. I got a question. Okay, we already did that one. And there you go, 303. Hopefully I answered that. Yes, we all need to get outside and enjoy this beautiful fall weather. I'm heading to Breckenridge, Colorado today to check out the aspens. Do they have really good foliage this time of year, Shelly? I've been to Breckenridge once, and it was in the summer, and I loved it. All right, so here's that Patagonia. Shipping this one out, $130. Let's go. See ya later. Hasta la vista. I was asking 200, but again, before you go on vacation and stuff like that, it's like, you know what? Let's make some sales. I only paid like $5.99 for that. Just started using Nifty. Any good advice on setting up your platforms and using the automation tool? Okay. So where am I at? Let's go over here. We'll go to Nifty. So going over to automation, which is your dashboard, you can go back and watch this, but update settings. I do 7,200 shares a day, 400. So you can go back and look at this. I don't do the relist anymore because Poshmark had that thing where it's kicking people off or whatever. So I don't do the relist anymore, which I don't think is that important on Poshmark anyways. And then I have all my offers on all my platforms set to 10%. So all these platforms are set to 10% off. And then like I do my recreates, 100 recreates a day on eBay. So I do 10% offers, and then I do recreates on all the platforms. But this is really important. You saw 7,200 shares. That's how many I do a day, or I allow a day, or whatever. Whatever Poshmark is. Today's high is 74. The next 3 days are going to be in the 60s. Okay, a little bit better there. That seems more fall-like. I know it's October, and my wife's favorite time of year is the fall. She wants to wear that type of stuff, you know, the corduroys, whatever. I'm wearing shorts year round. You know me. In fact, I'm wearing tropical shorts. I'm wearing tropical shorts year round. Look at that. Tropical shorts. Ain't nobody got a time for that. There's smoke. What'd she say? There's a fire. Ain't no one got time for that. Thumbs up for Surfs. Hey, appreciate you. Been a while. What's up, piece of scrap? Heard you say, yeah, thumbs up. If you're in the chat, if you're watching, hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate it. It helps it out. Montana. Okay. Montana. What's up, Montana? You probably heard me talk about it. I want to come out there. I want to come out to Montana. I want to go Montana, Wyoming, somewhere out there. I don't check TikTok. Yeah, I don't. TikTok's just so much TikTok shop. It's just not up my alley right this second. If you can set up your shipping policy to do combined shipping, there you go. It'll be automatically calculated based on what you put for additional item. There you go. Anger out is telling you. Always good advice. We have so many good resellers in here. Finally tackling my death/money pile and making some more sales. It really seems like you have to be list frequently to get more sales. It's true, Festive. And to be honest, it's so true. How many items do we list and within the same week or two, those same items sell. I mean, that just goes to show. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren quarter zip. This is one of those kind of stretchy performance ones. Sold for, I think, $20-something. Sold for $19.80. That was a Nifty sale. My recreates on eBay are making me manually put in the promoted percentage. Is there a way to trick it? Yeah, I think you can have, I think you can run a promotion or run a sale where everything that gets listed on eBay is promoted. So just doing live, you can run a promotion or a sale where everything that gets listed, so all the recreates, it gets relisted onto eBay, is promoted. Or you can go in, bulk edit, and promote. That takes about 30 seconds too. If you're promoting at 10% on eBay, are you not accepting offers beyond that? It just depends, Kathy. It just depends. Anything under like $25, maybe $30 to $25, I don't even allow offers on. So they might get lucky and get a Nifty offer like this one. I don't allow offers on this, but Nifty sent a 10% out offer. They got lucky and got it for cheaper because I priced it at the bottom end of the market. But yeah, if like that jacket that is, I mean, I had it listed for 200. I took 125. So it just depends on the item, how long I've had it, if I think it's going to sell. For example, if I had that jacket right there and I just listed it and people were making offer, I would probably hold firm because it's about to be wintertime. I'm in Colorado, so that's crazy warm. Yes. Yeah, cold at night in Colorado, crazy warm during the day. And it's different too, right? Down where like where Denver is and stuff rather than out in the mountains. At my current pace, 6,000 in 3 months, what would you focus on first? 3 times or 5 times in the next year? Oh my gosh, Tony, that's a tough one. See, I'm not one of those people again that looks that far ahead. I'm more of like week to week. So what I would try to focus on me is, okay, I'm doing 6K a month in 3 months. By doing that, I'm listing 3 items a day. I'm going to bump my items up to 5 a day. That's what I'm going to do. I have control over that. I don't have control over how much people buy and how much I make, but I have control over how much I can list, which will hopefully end up making people buy more and you make more. So that's what I kind of focus on, maybe listing more. Lots of Coloradians in here today. Yeah, I love Colorado too. Going to Breckenridge. I'll grab those shoes later. That's it. Actually, ask your last questions now while I go grab the shoes. I'm in the mountains on the western slope. There you go. So in the mountains on the western slope coming down to Denver. So probably, I know like when I went out there to Denver, I think there were some like Keystone was kind of closer. But yeah, what is that, 74 that goes out there, or 70 throughout the mountains? At least to like Keystone. All right, these are the shoes. The guy was trying to beat me down over them, and I was staying firm. Paid $9 for them, and I sold them for $39.99. And these are going to go out in a priority box. These sold on eBay. Sir, so you know you'll never sell that jacket. You will encase it in clear vinyl, put it in the shrine. You know what? I should. Some point, that will probably go in the turn of the century room, right? Even though it's not turn of the century. I mean, the Aztec pattern could be, you know. But, yeah, I know. I still have all this whatnot stuff. Like I said, I want to do a whatnot this weekend, I think. Maybe 20 items so I can get to 1,000 items. I should have done an extra 16 the other night. If I post 10 items a day, how many items should I sell a day? Well, that's a good question. If I'm posting 10 items a day, I want to sell 1 item a day. My goal in my eBay store is to sell 1 to 2% of my store a day. 1 to 2% of my store a day. That's my goal. So if I have however many listed, oh no, not even 1 item a day. My bad. If I had 100 items, I would want 1 item a day to be sold. 100 items. If I had 500 items, I would want 5 items a day to be sold. 5 to 10. 1 to 2% of my store a day. That's what I look for with my store. There you guys talking. What area are you in? There you guys go talking. Great weekend, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend. You need to come check out the bins in Denver area sometime. 3 in the metro area, 1 in Colorado Springs. Trust me, I would come out there in a heartbeat. Love it. Are you going to take off the 9 at the bottom before you ship it? Nope. Nope, that 9 stays right there. When I photograph, when I take photos, picture it, I never take the price off the bottom. That's work. That's a project. And look, people still buy them. People still buy them. Now, if it was on the side of the shoe or something, maybe, but not on the bottom. He doesn't. User knows. I'm like getting ready for all the garage sales. Have fun at the garage sales. We have a huge community sale, fancy neighborhood. I'm hoping to get good finds. I hope you do too. Those sales, they're either people that are just like, get rid of it, take it, or they price your stuff crazy high in those richer neighborhoods. That's what I found. Spokane, Washington on your bucket list. It's beautiful. I would love to come there. Definitely. Greta, Ryan, 10 consistently should equate to 1 to 2 daily sales on average, but depending on photos, description, price, and quality of items. Yeah. And quality of items. Yeah, the quality of the item. Is it the right item? You could sell half of those items today if you price it right, and they're good items. Yeah, Front Range of Colorado. There you guys go. The longer you do reselling, that sixth sense develops on what is good and what isn't before you even look the item up. Dora, 100%. In fact, I was talking to my sister yesterday. My niece is starting to get into reselling, going to the bins. And my sister was teaching her, because my sister grew up with this stuff too, teaching her, you can just feel. You can feel if it's a thick. For example, you pull a sweatshirt out of the bins, and it's an American Giant sweatshirt. Those are super thick. The stitching is really, really good. The pull tabs are good, and the ends are not all frayed. Just, you can tell just by grabbing it. The more and more you thrift, the more you can tell quality. Like those pair of pants that I talked about earlier in this live. It depends on the item. If the sell-through rate is good and great, you get close to 10 a day. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Do you use Nifty to list the items or just use the platform to import? Greg, I list all my items on eBay and import them to Nifty. That's what I do. I list my items on eBay and import them to Nifty. Talking to each other. All right, y'all. That's it. Hope you have a great weekend. I will be back on here Monday morning. I'm not going to be gone for a full week next week, so I will see you guys Monday morning live. Hopefully, we all have a great sales weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy the weather. Bye.